do this. All right, so if we're gonna wrap it on our sketchbook cover, the first thing that you need to do is open up your rings. And so the rings are attached in a way that they're like clasped together. So you have to separate the wings and then pull them together. So I'm separating the ring and then I'm opening it. Now what you're gonna wanna do is pull off just the front cover, because if you pull off everything, it makes it really tricky to do that. So I'm gonna take this, and I may actually close these so my pages don't accidentally fall out. And I'm gonna set the rest of the sketchbook to the side. And so I have my cover here that I've created. And I'm going to make sure that I've looked at both sides. Now, some of your designs have to kind of go one way or the other because they had words on them. And so if they had words on them, you're kind of stuck or committed to one direction. But other than that, you can choose to put your sketchbook either way. And so then we need to make sure that we're taking off the sketchbook in the way that the cover and aligning it in the way that it fits. So mine has another student's name on it just because we accidentally made that one twice. So I want to make sure that I'm keeping the outside of the sketchbook cover, the top, okay? And then I'm deciding which way I like my sketchbook cover to go better. I like this side or this side. And I have words, so I'm going to go this side. Okay, so I have that all together. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip the two over together so that now the cardboard is on top. Okay. And in order to get this to fold around there really nicely, I need to cut my corners, because if I wrap it now, the corners are going to be really sharp. We don't want that. So I'm making sure I'm lined up where I need to be. And this is why several of you, I said you should trace the border of where the edge goes to help make sure that you're aligned properly. And then you're going to cut each corner at a 45-degree angle. Okay. And the aluminum cuts really nicely with regular scissors. So you're going to go ahead and cut all four corners. And then you're going to go ahead and fold the sides around. So for the first one, sometimes it's nice to just do it by hand here, folding it around and pressing it in place. Okay. And it will grip it. If you really wanted to, you could glue it. But now that that's in here, I'm going to cut my other two corners. Okay. It's very easy to use your surface, your desk, or wherever you're working as you're folding. So I'm lining it up along the desk surface and I'm folding it over. And what that's going to help you to do is get a really straight edge, and you're going to get a nice little corner. And because we cut at a 45-degree angle, you're going to get a really nice corner on the back here. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap the other two sides. So I've got this. I'm going to fold it over, press it down, and then I'm going to do the last side, fold it over, and press it down. Okay. So now I have my really nice sketchbook cover ready to go. So as I was saying, if you wanted this to be an artwork to hang on the wall versus your sketchbook cover, I would be supportive of that. And then you would just message me on Schoology to get a plain piece of cardboard that does not have the holes in it, because you do need a sketchbook cover, otherwise your pages will get damaged. But if I assume that I'm making this a sketchbook cover, the final step that I need to do is to poke the holes into the metal so that I can put it back on the sketchbook cover. So the thing is, you don't want to press the holes from the back. because then the sharp parts of the metal are going to stick up. So you want to press in from the top here. So you can use a pen, you can use your wood tool. So what I like to kind of do, we'll do this guy, kind of look at it on its side, kind of the view that you're seeing right now. And I put my finger right next to the hole on the one side, and then I'm lining up where that is on the other side. And I'm kind of gently poking until you find the exact spot. There it is. And then you just press that through. And because I pressed it in from the front cover, there's no sharp pieces sticking up. And so it's a little bit nicer. Now, say you mess up and you poke it from the back, you can always push it down. So it's not the end of the world. I'm going to do the same thing from this side. Then I'll line my finger up with where it is, looking at it vertically. And kind of press gently on the metal until I find the right spot. So I'm lined up in the right area here. Let's see. There we go. And that pops right through. So now I've got both of my holes in the sketchbook, and now I can just reassemble it. So I'm going to grab my sketchbook again. And I'm going to go ahead and open the rings again. And I'm just going to slide it right on. Now the holes are pre-drilled. I know some of you did a vertical design and some did a horizontal. If you did a horizontal design, the rings are at the top. And if you did a vertical design, your rings are going to be at the left, like a typical spine of the book. And now we have a completed sketchbook cover.